Hello everyone, I'm Lâm, 28 years old. I'm a factory worker living in a small village in Vietnam. I'm married and have a young son. I start this channel to share what everyday life is like as a father in rural in Vietnam. This is my real life. Nothing is staged, nothing is hidden. Thank you so much for being here and listening. Every morning, the first thing I do is wash all of the baby bottles and breast pump parts we use during the night. I don't mind doing it alone. It's one of the little ways I can have my wife and take care of our son. Life with a newborn isn't always easy, but these simple moments have become part of our everyday life. After that, I do the laundry, and even since our son was born, there's always another lot of tiny clothes waiting. I never thought such a little baby could need so many clothes every single day. And just as I was saying that, my son woke up. Sometimes babies have their own little language, and hearing those little sounds from my son always makes me smile. I make a simple breakfast for my wife and me. We bought some steamed buns at the supermarket yesterday, so I steamed a couple of them this morning. Since we don't have a proper steamer, I use this little trick. I place the bowl and plate inside the pot to keep the buns above the water. Then bring the water to a boil. It's simple, convenient, and I've done it this way many times. All that's left to do is turn on the gas stove and wait. While the buns are steaming, I'll hang the laundry outside. Normally, I also squeeze in a quick workout, but this morning my son has a vaccination appointment, so I need to get everything done as soon as possible. I just hope it doesn't rain after I hang the laundry out to dry. I can already feel a cool breeze coming in, so maybe the weather is about to change. Breakfast is ready now. My wife has probably already grabbed one to eat. And a cup of tea to go with it. That's more than enough for me. Our breakfast is very simple, but it's enough for us, no matter how much or how little we have. Life isn't always easy, and everyone has a different path. If we've spent everything today, we might wish we have saved a little for tomorrow. Just a small peaceful moment before a busy day begins. I could only take the morning off from work today. The vaccination center is about 24 kilometers from my wife's parents' house, so we take a taxi instead. It's much safer and more comfortable for our baby than traveling by motorbike, which is the most common way to get around in Vietnam. The taxi is here and we are on our way. I think my son somehow knows where we are going because he's getting a little fussy. And by the way, our son's name is Boy. That's also the name of this YouTube channel. We've arrived at the vaccination centers. There are so many families here with their babies. Even though it's a weekday, you can probably hear babies crying everywhere. Unfortunately, I couldn't film inside the vaccination room because of privacy reasons, so I can show you what it was like in there. Now we are sitting in the waiting area while the doctors monitor him for a while to make sure everything is okay. He's getting hungry now, so we have to feed him right away. It takes us 30 minutes to get home by car. Grandpa is playing with his grandson for a little while before lunch. We were busy in this morning, so my parents-in-law kindly prepared lunch for us. This is our family lunch today. Boiled morning glory, boiled pork, stir-fried tiny shrimp, and rice roll-right cooked with mung beans. The whole meal for 4 people costs about $4. Luckily, my wife's parents have already come home and prepared lunch for us. Living close to your parents means receiving their unconditional care, and we are truly grateful for that. And to learn a very simple and quick meal because my wife's parents are hardworking people. They wake up even earlier than I do and leave for work before I do. I really appreciate everything they have done for our little families. Many people their age have already retired, but my parents-in-law still work very hard every day. They even do physically demanding work, and I really admire their dedication. For now, living with my parents-in-law helps us save a lot of rent. It's made a big difference for our little families. After lunch, I went out to buy my wife an avocado smoothie for the afternoon. She spent almost all her time taking care of our baby, and honestly, that's exhausting and stressful. Sometimes I think staying home with a newborn is even harder than going to work. Once everything was taken care of, it was time for me to head to work. We have been living here for about a month, and this is the road I take every day. My route passed by the sea. It's been a long time since I visited the beach around noon like this. Even though it's noon, there are still a few people at the beach just like me. It's very quiet today, and thankfully, the weather is really good. Here is my area of Ninh Binh. You will find many rocks, breakwaters along the coastline. They built to reduce the impact of strong winds because years ago, part of the sea that were damaged by coastal erosion. I'll head down and a little closer so I can show you guys around. As you can see, the sand is a little dark in color. These seawalls are made of concrete and they are about 2 meters high. I'm going to climb up and see what's on the other side. Don't try this yourself. You could easily slip and fall while climbing up. Everything is pretty quiet around here. On a nice day, I think this would be a great place for taking pictures. but I don't really like seeing this man-made structure here. My opinion, this breakwater also slows down the flow of river water into the sea. That's why the water here looks quite muddy instead of crystal clear. By the way, the sea water in northern Vietnam isn't as clear, and the sand isn't as golden as in some other places. That's simply because of the local geography, not because the beaches here are dirty. Maybe in my next video, I will take you to a real swimming beach in high-tech Ninh Binh. It's been a popular beach for decades. There are no rock breakwater there, and during the hot month of July, it's always full of people enjoying the sea. If anything I said about the beach isn't accurate, please let me know in the comment. To be honest, my wife is originally from this area, but I'm not. Next, I took a ride along a peaceful road surrounded by rows of gasolina trees. After about a 30 minutes drive, I arrived at my workplace. I arrived halfway through my shift, so I had to park a bit farther away than usual. It's quite hot and humid right now. I am going to get ready for work and catch up on the work I missed this morning. I'll see you later. I'm really glad that work wasn't as busy as I expected today. My coworker also have covered a lot of my work this morning. Sometimes I have to work overtime until 8:30 p.m. just to meet my daily production target. My job has a very strict daily production requirement. Here's the last ray of sunlight today. They are beautiful, but they are falling away, just like my energy. I still have about 20 kilometers to go before I get home. I'll be home at around 7 p.m. That's when my family usually gather around the table for dinner. Dinner is pretty simple today, just some soup, a savory dish to eat with rice, and that's about it. And that's a day in my life, a simple, ordinary day as a factory worker with a wife and a child, living in a small village in Vietnam. Day by day, we keep doing our best to carry a better life for our family. One of my biggest dreams is to build a home for my little family. We still have a long way to go, but this is where our journey begins. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.